Everyone's always asking me, Wes, how'd you get big in the system? How'd you get big in the pen? It was fucking hard. That was it. I would take the amino acid pills off the fucking package.
What's up guys, Derek, moreplates.com. Today we're going to be talking about Wes Watson. So this is a highly requested video for a while now. This is a fairly popular YouTuber that's kind of popped off recently, who is most well known for going to prison and then having motivational, talk afterwards and getting his life on track and showing how you can become successful regardless of your past and build a great physique and whatnot. And he did build a great physique. He's sponsored now by Blackstone Labs and he looks absolutely phenomenal. This guy has a nuts physique, and a lot of people want to know, is this naturally achievable? Is he natural or is he not? He talks a lot in his videos about working out, about working hard, not giving up, motivational shit. But when he talks about addressing, how'd you build your muscle, this is basically his response.
Everyone's always asking me, Wes, how'd you get big in the system? How'd you get big in the pen? It was fucking hard. That was it. I would take the amino acid pills off the fucking packages. So
honestly, that's as much detail as he goes into about how he got big. It was basically, the rest of the video is basically him talking about how, hard work, heart, blah, 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 getting after it. It's all important. And that's what a lot of his content is. And frankly, that's fine. There's a lot of good motivation in there for guys who need it. There's always that niche that needs that kick in the ass, or else they're just not gonna get to the gym. And like, frankly, individuals like this who look great, talk the talk and walk the walk, and motivate you to get off your ass and go fucking work out are guys who are needed in this industry. Kind of like it's almost like the Gary Vaynerchuk of like fitness. He just like swears at you until you like go do your shit.
What's your fucking problem?
So this nonsense, this fucking nonsense.
I know I'm right. Everybody's fixated on fucking 4,000 people.
So a lot of this stuff is just like motivational content at the end of the day, as opposed to like practical advice about pharmacology or even nutrition, really, from what I've seen of his content. Again, I'm not an avid watcher though, so perhaps he does delve into like actual practical tips for training splits, periodization, nutrition. But as far as I know, he does not, I don't know if he claims natural either. I don't believe he does, based on his Instagram and as well as on what people have been saying. It doesn't seem like he's gone out on a limb to say he's natural or not. It doesn't seem to address it. Maybe he just doesn't want it because he thinks it could be demotivating for certain people. Who really knows? Some people have their reasons for why they don't want to talk about what they're doing. But as far as if this guy is natural or not, like presumably you might just not talk about it if you are natural, because why would you talk about drugs if you don't take drugs? Like you're not gonna say you're on fucking drugs if you're not on drugs, obviously. So maybe he's just like inherently assumes people will think he's natural otherwise. I don't really know. Like some of the logic of some of these guys that are in the fitness industry, you never know. As far as if this guy is natural, in my opinion though, he doesn't claim natural, which is like, typically guys who are natural are going to scream to the high heavens that they're natural. And above and beyond that, oftentimes even if they're not natural, if they think their physique could squeak into the realm of possibility of being natural, they will claim it as well. He doesn't come across as a guy who would, lie or deceive though. He's seems pretty transparent and, he's a motivational speaker.
It doesn't matter your surroundings. It's your mindset. You can change your perspective by choice.
So my assumption would be that if he is not, it would be more so for the reason that A, he doesn't think that it would add to the value of the content he puts out whatsoever, because he's more of a, motivational speaker than anything.
Okay, you mastered this area of life. Next area, next area, next area.
Or B, maybe he just doesn't feel qualified to give advice on it. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but my assumption would be probably more so A, because obviously it's demotivating to see a guy with a physique you aspire to and find out it was only achievable through drugs. So going back to the beginning of his Instagram, we could see the first picture of him here in 2015 with some interesting comments. You turned me on. Dope. This guy says, how long ago was this pic? He comments, it has the date on it, on the pic, my man. And presumably, looking around this picture, I don't see a date, so I'm assuming he's talking about June 29, 2015. My guy started this shit in the pen. Respect, brother. You came a long way. People stop being lazy. Like, a lot of this stuff, again, it goes back to, like, get off your ass. Like, get to the fucking, go work out, get fit, fucking get your life on track.
It only took me one time to realize that shit is for fucking bitches. And if you keep going back, it's because you can't fucking hack it.
That's basically like what this guy's content boils down to, which is great for the people that need that. Like, I used to watch, I don't need the motivation to get there, but to get hyped up, I used to watch Zasny motivational compilations of bodybuilding. And I can imagine there are some people that actually need this kind of shit and probably have playlists of it to get, you know, like off their ass and go work out. So, you know, there is definitely a place for this content, regardless of how, you know, some people think that, like, the Gary Vaynerchuk stuff is just like redundant because it's over and over again saying the same thing. But some people need that shit. Like, some people listen to ASMR. So, like, if that's popular, like, you can be sure that motivational speeches are going to continue being popular. So here's what he looks like June 29, 2015. With a decent physique. Does he look anywhere like he does now? No, he doesn't. So that's what we're going to be going off of. This is the baseline that he has presented himself, and we don't even know what he looked like before this. This was only 5 years ago. So moving forward into 2017, his physique has progressed a fair bit. He's packed on what appears to be 10 pounds of lean muscle almost. If not, you know, probably about 10 pounds of muscle. Moving forward to 2018, all of a sudden this guy, he's always been vascular, but I mean, like, damn, now he is just like a fucking walking Google Maps here. The guy has garden hoses climbing all over his upper pec, going up his traps, and he's just chilling, you know, loving life. What's your New Year's resolution? Share it with us. Mine is something really important, personal, extremely important to me. I finally stepped it up and made the conscious decision to start taking 2 servings of Dust V2 pre-workout. That's pretty funny. That's a good plug. By the way, if you want a better pre-workout, you can check out Gorilla Mode. Link in the description below. Let's see. So October 1st, 2018, here he is. And now he's looking full and 3D as fuck with the veins climbing all over the place. And here it is, the motivational talk. I want to look better, so if I don't, blah, 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 blah. I fucking work and make sacrifices. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Simple, right? Well, ... Let's fucking go with all exclamation marks. And, you know, he's looking cranked as fuck compared to, like, look at this, even 2018, before this guy was like a well-known influencer in the fitness industry, and compare him to 2015. Like, does this look like reasonable progression? Like, obviously he's working out here. The guy is in shape and has some body composition to him where you would be like this guy has been made his newbie gains. He has a body that, you know, is representative of his natural progression, in my opinion. Like, there's no way that this is like his foundation at, apparently he is around in his late 30s now. Like, there's no way at like 32, he's never worked out in his life as a guy who is so fucking diehard about this shit. So this is his baseline that he's working with, at least based on Instagram. Like, it doesn't go any further back than that. But presumably he's already been working out at this point. And then he still continues to explode into 2018. And it's almost like, even if you wanted to make the argument that he just started working out in 2015, it's like, that's the only way you could conceivably construe that this guy may be natural. Because here, like, look at this physique, dude. Like, this is not representative of a natural guy whatsoever. The fucking 3D delts with the, like, dude, if this was natural, like, he would be taking gear and then hopping on the Mr. Olympia stage in a few years. Like, that's, you know, the kind of genetics we'd be looking at here if this was the baseline of a natural. So October 20th, 2018, low quality pic, high quality shoulder pump. Love it! Exclamation marks. Before and after, flashback. December 27th, set 2017, 215 pounds. Pic on the right, 2018, September 10th. So literally like 3/4 of a year later, 40 pounds up. And he is very lean still, to the point where it doesn't look like he's gained a significant amount of body fat. So we're looking at a 40-pound lean weight gain in the span of like not even a year. So for somebody who has been working out for a while now. He's been posting his physique updates since 2015. Do you really think he jumped up 40 pounds lean from 2017 to 2018? Like, what do you fucking think, guys? Like, no, I don't think so. I think he's saucing it up. Here he is, December 26, 2018. Looking cranked as fuck. Knowledge, consistency, intensity, in that order. Plus some gear, obviously, in my opinion. Boom. Saucy as fuck. And end of story. Discussion closed. This is a unattainable physique naturally for everyone. Fucking Phil Heath isn't even gonna look like this naturally, in my opinion. Like, maybe he would. Maybe Ronnie Coleman, Kai Green. Phil Heath will look like this naturally, actually. But other than that, excluding them, nobody on fucking planet Earth looks like this naturally. How much of this is Photoshop? I don't really know, if any. Maybe some of this is just blur, makes him look better in this particular pose. But he's pretty fucking big, guys. Like, look at him here. Look at him here. His arm mass is fucking... Like, look at these lats. Look at those deep ab cuts while doing the hanging leg raises. Here he is, 2019, September 20th. Here he is, October 4th. He trains 2 to 3 times a day without fail. Like, how the fuck are you going to support that recovery naturally, dude? Like, you would be losing muscle, if anything, if you were natural. Even on gear, that's fucking overkill. Here he is, 2019, looking like a house. Looking like a house, 2019. So many house pics that I can't even fucking keep track at this point. Roll call, no fucking days off. 2 to 3 times a week, buddy. Or 2 to 3 times a day. Sorry, fuck. How could I mistake that? So yeah, this guy looks sick. He has a great physique. He's very motivational. He has, you know, something that you could aspire to, you know, the physique that many of us would be very happy with achieving. Frankly, a lot of guys would be happy with fucking half of this. And his motivational speeches are what get a lot of guys off their ass and motivated to go to the gym and get shit done. Probably even to be an entrepreneur and get shit done too. Just like this guy's general advice is obviously applicable to many different facets of life. It's not just about the gym, it's about kind of like his attitude in general that is very motivational. A lot of people resonate with, and that's why his content is so popular, especially his story too, from coming where he was to where he is now, and his success along the way, and the representation of his physique being like a literal, like, fucking portrait of his work in real life, essentially. So, you know, his content is kind of like, I don't know if he's ever going to come out as on gear or not, because, you know, I guess it could kind of go against the whole notion of his channel, which is to be as motivational as possible. And there's nothing more demotivating than seeing your like idol, you know, be on gear, I guess, if you're not planning on being on gear. So I don't know. I don't think he's natural, but that's my own stance and my own opinion. Like, I don't know how many people would believe that he's natural. Like, I think it's pretty obvious that he's not, but I don't know. A lot of people just aren't going to address the topic in their content because they just don't feel it's important, or they think it detracts from their message, or whatever it is, or they just don't want to be responsible for accidentally encouraging somebody to do something to look like their favorite influencer that may be harmful or bad for their health. So, you know, whatever the reason is, it's kind of like his content's largely irrelevant to like teaching you exactly on how to. He's not trying to teach you on how to take drugs. So I don't know. Could it be misrepresentation of, you know, his information by, you know, having this physique and not explaining how he actually got it? I don't know. Some people are going to construe it that way. But some people just don't give a shit and like are there for the motivational talk, and that seems to be what he is striving to do, is to become a like high profile motivational speaker, and I think he's well on his way. And if you're looking for some guy to fucking scream at you to go to the gym, and you want to add to Greg Doucette screaming at you, you can add this guy to your playlist too, and he'll scream at you. And but he swears. So you have Doucette, who's like the G-rated scream at you, and then you have Wes Watson, who's like the R-rated scream at you until you get motivated to go, but also swearing at you. So check him out if you're interested in that, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is Wes Watson natural or not? Based on this progression, just objectively looking at, you know, 2015, his transformation here, December 27, 2017, 215 to the picture on the right, September 10th, 2018. So like 3/4 of a year later, 40 pounds up lean. Obviously not 40 pounds of muscle, guys, don't be insane, but 40 pounds of like relatively lean weight added above and beyond what he weighed here. A lot of that is not actual contractile tissue, but we all We can tell the difference between lean weight and contractile tissue. Hopefully now I've addressed this in more recent videos about guys who put on like 15 pounds of stage weight and what that actually looks like slapped on a physique versus just guys who eat a bunch of fucking food and inflate their weight a bit and then, claim they gained 15 pounds of pure muscle when in reality it is like fucking a few pounds of muscle and the rest of it is just temporary fluff or food sitting in their stomach or water retention or whatever. And that's not what he's claiming here, by the way. He's just claiming that this is his progress. That he's not saying that this was all muscle. He's saying he is 215 on the left, 255 on the right, and he's doing a lean bulk with a structured reverse diet with consistent, properly structured, intense workouts, blah, 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 blah. He's not saying he gained 40 pounds of muscle. So just obviously, kudos to him for that. Because a lot of people would, a lot of fucking idiots would be like, look, I gained 40 pounds of muscle in like however many months. And it's like, no, dude, no, you didn't. And I think he's well aware of that too. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Natural or not, this is, I don't know. I don't know how many people are going to say that they think this guy is natural, but I guess we will see. The comment section will be interesting on this one. So let me know. It helps the algorithm. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe. Check out my blog, moreplates.com if you want to subscribe to the newsletter. It is the only way you're going to get my updates on my deep dives into bodybuilding pharmacology and endocrinology. You're not going to get sent them otherwise, so there's a lot of incentive to sign up for that. They are broken down into concise subsections. They're a lot more palatable in my videos. They also have hyperlinks to all of the clinical studies I reference for you to delve into further for your own personal research. And if you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I am associated with in the video description below, including my TRT clinic if you're seeking hormone optimization or even hair loss prevention, pharma-grade medications. There's a lot of things we do through my clinic. And it's all linked down there for you to check out. It's all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. You get connected with our doctors who will speak with you over Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, and design a individualized protocol for you based on your own individual blood work and whatever deficiencies or imbalances you may have that would warrant optimization. If they warrant optimization, it's also just to assess if you have any issues to begin with as well. Not everyone needs, pharmacology to, intervene in their life. Some people just need a accurate interpretation of what is going on with their current state of health with their blood work. So we're there for that too. And anything else pharmacology wise. And then above and beyond that, Gorilla Mind, Gorilla Mode, my turnkey nootropic formulas, as well as my pre-workout formulas. These are the top of the industry pre-workouts above and beyond any other company. And if you want to see why, just pull out the label of whatever you're using. Look at the pre in your cupboard right now. Whatever it is, look at the label compared to the label in Gorilla Mode. The hybrid formula with the maxed out dose of NO precursors, hyperhydrating agents, plasma expanders, the potent cognitive enhancing blend with the topped out dose of nootropics and stimulants. This is the most potent hybrid pre-workout formula. Pre-workout formula on the market, bar none. The L-citrulline at 9 grams, not artificially inflated with malic acid, the agmatine sulfate, the glycer pump, the topped out dose of N-phenyl dimethylamine citrate, the Kana, the caffeine. I'm going fucking off, guys. I'm getting fucking hyphy talking about it. Moving on to Gorilla Mode Nitric. This is the most potent overall performance product on the market, actually, to be honest, even more so than Gorilla Mode, because we topped out the L-citrulline to 10 grams instead of 9. This is the max efficacious dose found in the clinical literature where no more additional L-citrulline would provide any additional benefit whatsoever. We're not talking about 6 grams of citrulline malate. We're not talking about 8 grams where it's actually only 6 grams of L-citrulline with 2 grams or 3 grams of malic acid on top. This is 10 grams of pure L-citrulline with 3 grams of malic acid added on top of it separately, not artificially inflating the claim. We have 4 grams of glycer pump. We have agmatine sulfate. We have the nitrosigine. We even have an ACE inhibitor with vasodrive AP. We have sodium nitrate. We've pretty much leveraged every vector of hyperhydration, plasma expanders, and NO precursors possible to give the maxed out stimulant-free formula on the market that you can use at any time of day, including at nighttime. So you are not limited to only using it in the morning or early afternoon like you would be with stimulant-based pre-workouts. If you want the most potent, cost-effective stimulant-based pre-workout, this is the Stim Junkie's dream. It is Gorilla Mode with just the stimulant and cognitive enhancing components to an even more maxed out extent. We doubled the L-tyrosine, doubled the Kana, increased the caffeine, increased the N-phenyl dimethylamine citrates. This still is, honestly, it's the most cost-effective product that we have in our lineup of pre-workouts, and it was designed purely for the stim junkies or for those who want a cost-effective pre that hits hard via just the pure mental performance aspect, and they don't want all of the other pump ingredients, this is kind of the go-to for individuals who are just seeking pure mental performance with none of the other aspects. So if that interests you, check it out. And anything else I am associated with, video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.